Welcome back. You're listening to the Flow Friday Sports Show here on Flow FM, and we've missed him for the past couple of weeks, and it's really down to the business end in the Wimmera Mallee Cricket, and the Wimmera Mallee Cricket Association President Ben Duxson joins me to talk all about it. Good to have you back, Ben. How are you?
Yeah, going well, thanks, Ellis. Sorry I missed the last couple of weeks.
Oh, we all get busy from time to time, and speaking of busy, it's been just an absolute whirlwind of emotions going on in the Wimmera Mallee Cricket. Down to the grand final week now, Ben. So fitting that we're back talking all about the action. Let's take stock of how the season sort of finished in regards to the minor rounds so that we can paint a picture for our listeners before we talk about the finals.
Yeah, no, it got pretty close there, but the teams that were performing on throughout the year have got there. The probably biggest surprise was the Giants coming from Southern Mallee Giants at Hopetoun there, coming from a bit of a way back to make the semi-finals and through to the grand final. So they're in with a red-hot show. Brim versus Jeffcott in the A grade, and Jeffcott versus Southern Mallee Giants in the B grade. So yeah, as I said, two Jeffcott teams and Brim have certainly been outstanding all year and playing good cricket, and they've got themselves through to grand finals.
Fantastic. Well, let's discuss it. Semi-finals, starting with the A grade, we had Jeffcott beating Donald. Tell us about this match.
Yeah, Jeffcott, we've been saying it all year, just find a way to win. So made 123 and usually not quite enough, but they've been doing it all year. And the veteran, Lockie Jones, with 42 there, and Postlethwaite with 20 at the back end, a couple of golden ducks in there. But, as we've been saying, they've done it all year. So got away with the win there. And, again, with the ball was Lockie Jones with 4 wickets. So he's got his team into a grand final, which is a fantastic effort.
St Arnaud falling short against Brim as well. So tell us about how this one unfolded, Ben.
Yeah, Brim batting first, 131. So that's not a lot of runs, like up there on the turf, though, and that sort of thing. And Brim are specialists on their own turf. Home ground advantage and all that sort of stuff. And St Arnaud just couldn't quite get there in the end. They do like to bowl first and bat second, but batting's their probably Achilles heel. And 131 was more than enough. St Arnaud bowled out for 92. Trying to see who took the wickets there. For Brim, Lockie Patching got 3 and Jacob Patching 2 for St Arnaud. And for Brim, it was Mark McPherson with 3 and Chris McPherson with 2. So good effort from the veterans there. And they go in with a pretty good balance, Brim, of a lot of veterans. It was a couple of weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago here, that Mark McPherson, I think it's about 57, and broke down. So I didn't think he'd have any chance of playing again, but he's in the semi-finals and through to a grand final. So good effort from the Brim Cricket Club.
Well, things weren't much better for St Arnaud in the B grade, going down to Jeffcott, who have been great all season long. So you probably would have expected this result, Ben?
Yeah, no, they've been good. So it was a pretty tight game, only 6 runs in at the end. So St Arnaud gave it a red-hot crack, 53 to Walters Marsh and 63 to Zane Bignall, gave the Jeffcott tally of 187 a real good crack. But Tom Reiki at the top of the order, and he's probably the key come finals, grand final 86 of the 187 for Jeffcott. So good effort. They've been pretty dominant in the B grade all year, Jeffcott. So St Arnaud's been up there, but not quite for them. And Jeffcott, 2 teams through to the grand final.
Southern Mallee Giants storming into a grand final as well, beating Birchip. How did this one go?
Yeah, we sort of talked about it early in the year, and I think it was about they had a bit of trouble early of forfeits and all that sort of stuff, but got their main side together and that, and they're pretty well led by Flavel there. He's a really good cricketer. Could probably get a game in most A grade teams around, but just got good contributors all around. They're an experienced team and that sort of thing. So 115 put on the board, and the young Birchip team couldn't quite get there. They were all out for 82. So good effort from Southern Mallee Giants. Cook taking 3, Flavel and Mitchell with 2, and young Lovey, the veteran, down there at the bottom with 2 as well. So good all-round effort. They've definitely earned their spot in the finals. Done it the hard way, but that's sometimes a good thing. So, cracking grand final, that one will be, as will the A grade.
Ben, we'll get some quick tips off you. So firstly, A grade, Jeffcott and Brim in the big grand final. How do you see it going?
Yeah, Jeffcott and Brim at Anzac Park in Warwick Nabil. So usually not the fastest ground there. Jeffcott's been getting the job done all year. We've said it all year that they've been getting the job done. So they don't have to make a lot of runs. Their bowling is their strength. So they can usually contain teams. They build pressure, take wickets and take wickets regularly and that sort of stuff. So have got a good variety of bowlers there. The two Atkin boys opening up, young Paddy Morgan and then Lockie Jones as well as the spinner and that. And then the others sort of fall in around them. So, they're a balanced team. Brim, on the other hand, really need Isaac McPherson to probably make a heap of runs, and that's been the case previously. He hasn't been in that great of form this year, so he needs to be stepping up as captain to take the ball between the horns and get him to a score that can be competitive, and then try and wear them down on the bowling sort of side of it. They've got some good bowlers there that are veterans that have bowled a lot and can swing the ball a little bit, and they'll do some containing and that sort of stuff. But as I said, Jeffcott doesn't need a lot of runs to defend. So on form, I'd say Jeffcott. They've just been doing the job all year and that sort of stuff. They're won previous grand finals and that. The experience is really good there, and just their all-round makeup. Some really good cricketers there, and all contribute as well. So whereas Brim's going to rely on one or two extraordinary performances.
All right, well, we've got a very big B-grade final to look forward to as well. Jeffcott and SMG, the Southern Mallee Giants, going at it. Who gets up, Ben?
Yeah, it'll be a hell of a game, this one, up at the Brim recreation up there. The boys at Brim do a fantastic job in getting a pitch together. They take their wickets to the grand final. They're experts at doing the wickets, and the ground will be good and that. So there'll be no excuses on that sort of side of it. This one will be a tough one. It could go either way quite easily. Jeffcott probably need their opener Tommy Reiki to make some runs up the top. That's probably where if the Giants can get him early, that could put pressure on the batsmen down below. They've got good contributors of 20s and 30s and that maybe down below. But if Tommy can get away and get a 50, 60, 80 or something, which he can do, he's made them over the last few years and all that sort of stuff. The Giants could be in a bit of trouble, but I'll tip the Giants here. I think they're got some really good experienced players. Their top players are some of the better players definitely in the B grade, and as I said, their captain Flavel could play A grade anywhere, and they've got a couple others that have been making runs and taking wickets. So it's going to be a hell of a game, and it just depends who turns up on the day and does the star performances. It's going to rely on a few to carry each team, but if whoever gets the most contributors will win this one. But I think the Giants have, as I said, come from nowhere and could take it off.
There we have it. Well, very much looking forward to checking in with you again next week to hear about how the two grand finals have gone. That's Ben Duxson, the president of the Wimmera Mallee Cricket Association. Ben, thanks for your time. Enjoy the action on the weekend.
No worries. I'll just mention, if we've got time, that our presentations are straight after the grand final. So our B grade starts at 12 o'clock, an hour earlier at Brim, so it's about 15 minutes back down to Warwick Nabil, and we do all our presentations straight after the A grade grand final. So all the trophy winners for the year will be there, and it should be a good half an hour or so afterwards to recognise all the great individual performances throughout the year.